vehicle to recall our adventures in and around Las Vegas, giving a unique perspective on the best places to tear it up in the entertainment capital of the world. Now, without further ado, here are your hosts, Alicia and David Ivey.
Hey there, and welcome to Pub Crawl, the best source of Vegas-y drinking goodness. I'm Alicia.
I'm David, and I'm making pizzas.
You are officially making pizzas.
I'm a pizza-making mofo, and that's all there is to it.
I'm proud of you.
The news broke. The news broke on Living in Las Vegas yesterday, or on Monday, that we opened a pizzeria.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. It was yesterday. We opened a pizzeria.
We did.
Called Wicked Pizza. As if you couldn't guess what the name of our pizza place would be called. It's called Wicked Pizza. And it's here in town, and we'll talk a little bit about more of it, or we'll talk a little more about it when we talk about other Vegas pizza places, which is what we're going to talk about.
In our Pub Crawl adventure.
Yes. But for now, thank you, live studio audience.
And welcome. And also welcome to the live chat room.
Chat room. Is there anything normally we do here, or should we just get right to, because the pizza making man needs him a drink.
All right, let's go. Cocktail of the week. So you needed a pretty stiff one, right?
You and me both, honey. And who cares what's in it? Let's just make it.
So we're doing a twist on the classic Manhattan. This one is made with Jack Daniels, so it's called a Jack Hatton.
We invented that. I'm sure we didn't invent it. I'm sure we weren't the first to invent that, but we prefer Jack Daniels because we're kind of rock and roll that way. Actually, I just really do. I'm not a huge bourbon fan, to be totally honest. Like, people go, oh, have you tried blah, 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 fancy bourbon? Like, I just kind of like Jack Daniels. I really kind of do. The rest of the bourbons are kind of, I like rye a lot. Mm-hmm. I like scotch a lot. Love Irish whiskey. Oh, did we not have enough Irish whiskey this week?
Oh, yeah. St. Patty's Day. That was fun. We spent it at McMullen's.
That was probably one of the funnest St. Patrick's Days of all time.
It was a really good time.
And we're not even going to talk about it. So just don't even get your hopes up, people. We're not even going to mention it.
How'd you feel on Monday?
I was fine on Monday.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was actually okay. You know what? Well, we could talk about that a little bit later because I work at this pizzeria that's in a bar, and everybody was dragging that day. Like, we normally have a really crowded Monday night.
The patrons, right?
Yeah, the patrons were like, hi. Like, what are you even doing at a bar right now? It's the day after St. Patrick's Day.
It's probably her, the dog, you know?
That's like being at a buffet the day after Thanksgiving. Really? What are you doing here? What are we doing? Oh.
Okay, so you're just basically making a Manhattan. So we're gonna do 2 ounces of each per drink.
It's 2.5 each usually. You know what? That comes to martinis, Manhattans, Rob Roy's, anything that goes in a cocktail glass. You can't seem to put too much booze in. Like, even if you put 18 ounces in there, you still end up with like half a glass that's not full. I don't know how that works out.
It's because we have really big martini glasses.
You picked up the martini glasses today. This must be yours.
Yes, that one's mine.
It's double the size of this one.
That's the ladies' martini glass.
All right. So yeah, no matter how much you put in there, it's like a void.
And you can always have extra in your shaker.
Oh, by the way, another good thing about Manhattan, it's basically a martini, but instead of it's a good way to remember it if you don't know. It's a regular martini has dry vermouth. This has sweet. Martini has gin or vodka if you're a cretin, and this has.
If you prefer vodka.
I know, I'm kidding.
It's not the classic way.
No, it's not. The only difference is you put a lot more sweet vermouth in this than you put dry vermouth in a martini. But when I say more, I mean I put 3 drops.
I would say probably like a half an ounce, right?
No, maybe a tablespoon, maybe. 'Cause this stuff tastes like ass unlimited, man.
I like the taste of ass. Unlimited.
You heard it here first.
I like sweet vermouth. and if you have it, a splash of bitters.
If you have it, which we didn't happen, someone didn't happen.
Somebody forgot the bitters. That'd be me. Shake and strain. Serve with look it. And I went shopping today, so I brought a garnish.
Now here's what's even funnier. I just broke the law. But first off, we're not doing a classic Manhattan anyway. But you're really never supposed to shake a Manhattan. That's some kind of crime if you're a
Oh, are you
snob.
supposed to like stir it and then strain it?
You stir it and look at it and say fancy words and then I don't know. But see, look, I put way too much in, and what happens? Well, they're about the same,
Yeah,
but still, they
actually-
both could have been
that's
more.
about right.
And I put like 6 ounces in there.
Do you have something to pull this out with?
No.
Yeah, look, one of those.
Oh, is that what this is for? I can't
No,
imagine
that's
that.
that's a cheese knife or something.
You want a cherry? We're supposed to
do.
have a cherry. I'm trying to avoid the calories. You know, working at a pizzeria, I don't get enough calories. So
How many calories can be in one cherry?
400.
No, I doubt it.
All right. Anyway, there's your big one while I have the little.
Thank you. See what this tastes like without the bitters.
That's really good. It tastes like a lot of wow.
Quite delicious and refreshing.
Oh yeah. No, it's wonderful. Okay, get to
That's
your.
good.
Oh, we got a. Speaking of that, we got a
have-
cocktail of the week. I mean, not a cocktail. We have
drunk term.
a drunk term, which I like. These are ones we invent.
And I like that we just came up with it like moments before the show.
Right. We had another one, and then I mentioned this one. So that's a really good drink. That's good.
Yes. So this week's drunk term is gateway drink. So this is basically any kind of drink you could have a ton of and not really taste the alcohol.
Right. Look, how like
So kind of like a girly drink in a way.
girly. Let's call it a children's drink.
But not for this girl.
Right. You know, like Southern Comfort and anything. Boone's Farm wine for teens.
Yes, flavored vodkas.
White Russians.
White Russians, when we've known many a feller to drink a White Russian.
Yeah, like Kahlua and cream.
Pina coladas.
Pina
Even though
coladas. Yeah.
I don't think you could drink a lot of those because you get brain freeze.
But you still.
Life chat says screwdriver.
You know what? That was my gateway drink, as a matter of fact.
That was actually no. Mine was a Greyhound.
That's just because you're sour. You're sour.
It's true.
Well, Greyhound is a.
but you can
screwdriver
actually kind of taste. You
with,
can taste the alcohol in that.
Yeah, with grapefruit instead of. But you are. Speaking of that, you're a grapefruit eating mofo. Here's a secret you might not know about Alicia. I'm going to give it away on the show. You eat like 10 grapefruits a week.
I do.
I've never seen anybody eat as many grapefruits as you. I have no idea.
I love them.
You just eat grapefruits.
Yes.
Like a koala eats eucalyptus.
She will never have scurvy.
That's true.
Anyway, so that's a gateway drink. It's those little foofy SoCo and Cokes and flavored vodkas, the cake vodka and the alcohol that tastes nothing like alcohol.
Marshmallow vodka.
Yeah, that stuff. Gateway.
They're all pretty good.
But anyway, as long as you get started, start however you want. But anyway, speaking now that we're started,
Open the gateway.
Yeah, let's do an adventure.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1. Oh, I need to come up with something funny to say. 3, 2, 1. Wow. But the co-host. Really, I have to say watching. Well, I'm doing.
That's how you do it. You
Really?
watch. There
Okay.
you go.
I got it. We
are the Odds Couple.
Hi, my name is Scott Pritchard.
And I am Anthony Padilla.
You're watching the Vegas Video Network.
You are.
You are. We are too.
Look at this is.
It had cherry juice on it.
Okay. It's like, what are you doing? And we're back.
I'm just sitting here drinking at the bar. Oh, the cameras are on. Okay, we're doing a show. All right, so let's get this out of the way. Oh no, let's don't.
No. So first, we're going to start with our segment called. It's not really a segment, but the first part is Bar Rescue.
So there's this show on Spike called Bar Rescue. It's a great show. Spike Television. They're starting their 3rd season, and they did 4 Vegas bars. We've been to 2 of them, and
3 of them.
do 2.
702, we popped in.
Yeah,
Okay.
they didn't do Midtown.
Oh, that's true. You were correct, sir.
So anyway, so they did the Hammer. They did the Sand Dollar. They did Blue Ox, but not one of our cool Blue Oxes, the oddball Blue Ox. It's way the heck out somewhere in the middle of nowhere. But we'll get to that in a minute. And they did Gypsy in the Fruit Loop.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Okay, but here's the thing that happened. So he did these 4 bars, but only 2 of them are going to air because the other 2 just didn't work out. A lot of them didn't have food, so that's why it didn't work out. Like 702, I don't think it's going to air because there's no food there. But anyway, so let's we love that show. If you watch that show, it's great. So they did 4 Vegas bars. And we know we
Do you want to describe the premise of the show?
Well, the premise of the show, yeah, it's basically Restaurant Impossible or Kitchen Nightmares. It's exactly that same idea. Someone said, hey, that Gordon Ramsay show is a really cool idea. Let's do it with bars, where they go into a failing bar that's just run like crap, and then we'll get this expert. And John Taffer, the guy who hosted, is an expert. He's like this bar and nightclub Superman. And he comes in and tells them what everything they're doing wrong, and stop spitting into this, and stop, clean your ice machine, and all this stuff that I don't even know if is good press.
He always says, like, you've got to get that point of sale, the POS system, because people always think their employees are, stealing from them.
So he does it just like Gordon Ramsay does, and Chef, the buff guy on Food Network for Restaurant Impossible. He does the same thing with bars. It's a great show. We love it. So they did 4 bars in Vegas. So we decided, let's go check them out. One of them is a bar we love. We're like, and I heard about this a couple months ago, because remember we were at Moondoggies, and they said, hey, they were calling around to find if anybody wanted it. Moondoggies said, no, we're fine.
Moondoggies didn't really need it.
No, they were already at Food Network. And plus, you don't want the negative press if your place is run like crap before he comes in, the way I look at it. Anyway, one of the places we've talked about on the show a couple years ago, the Hammer.
Which we've always thought had such a strange name, and we didn't go to it for years because we thought it was a gay bar. Just because of the name The Hammer, and it's just kind of in this industrial area, and there's just this brick building, and it looked very kind of like, what the hell is this?
If you guys remember the episode, I don't remember what episode we talked about it, but we talked about it because we went there, and they had this food that was out of this world. It turns out the owners of this bar were 2 chefs. One guy went to Culinary Institute of America, the other guy went to Cordon Bleu. And they would each make specials every week, and apparently just incredible. So we used to go there. It was never crowded. I didn't have any problems with it, though. It wasn't like a dingy dive bar.
No, I mean, it was always like, really dark, and I don't know, it never was super crowded, but apparently, I mean, it's kind of more of a local spot, so all the industry workers on the Strip, at night, they'd all go there, and it's
right, because
packed.
it's on the way to the suburbs. So.
Right.
Anyway, so we had heard that day, see, word gets around, hey, Bar Rescue's over at the Hammer right now. So I went and drove by, and it was every tile company, ceiling fan, I mean, you couldn't even get into the parking lot. It was nothing but workers. I'm like, this is going to be great. So it opened, we went in. Now, I will say this, the best thing they did was change the name. And they changed it brilliantly from the Hammer to Hammer and Ales. That's brilliant.
Like hammered and nails. Get it?
That's so good. That's really good. So we went in.
And they also painted the facade.
Yeah.
So it looks like a bar. It doesn't look like something questionable.
It looks like a place you'd go to buy PVC pipe, is what it used to look like.
Yeah.
We go in. They really did a nice job. It's all wood. Smells like wood. They opened the thing next door. I don't like that the staff was kind of like, we were like, hey, what happened? They're like, oh, we've been rescued. Like, they were too cool. Like, so what? So you were rescued. I mean, whatever. I mean, you don't have to. Anyway.
I will say it was pretty crowded.
It was crowded, and they opened the back room, and their theme is weird now. It's 24 hours, 24 taps. It wasn't really a beer place. So we walked in, they're like, would you like a beer? We're like, no, Jack and Coke, please. We're not, like that. There's a lot of beer places in town. I don't know if you need another beer place. And only 24 taps. It's not really that many if you're going to compete on that level with taps.
Yeah, and they also raised their drink prices too. So now the beers are about, what, $7?
The drink was $7. Jack and Coke, $7. So you know what we did? We have one and leave.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's like, it's at $7. We're going to walk out. We're not going to sit at a place and drink $7 drinks. Well, that's going to come up a lot in what we're talking about today.
So I'm curious to see if they're going to keep the same clientele they had before.
Not at $7. Not for $7 for a Jack and Diet, they're not. Because in that area?
I mean, it looks nice. It's really open. They've got a pool table in the back now. They've got, I mean, it smells a lot better.
It smells like wood.
It smells like clean construction.
It nice. So that place, it's fine. They will do better. I guarantee they will do better now than they did before. But they did, as long as they don't change the food, though, because the food was great. It changed.
The 2 chefs are still there.
Right. So
the food's still good.
And they said we're going to probably bring the food back because they might have tried to change that out. Anyway, we'll see when we watch the episode. The other place they changed was the Sand Dollar Bikini Bar, which you've heard us talk about a million times. It's confusing. This old Vegas place used to be the Sand Dollar Lounge. It was turned into the Bikini Bar for a couple of years. Kind of was a disaster. Went back to Sand Dollar, sold it back.
Was Sand Dollar for what? Maybe 4 or 5 months?
Yeah.
It wasn't very long.
Now Taffer comes in for bar rescue, changes it to the 702 bar. We went there with Scott and Melissa on Saturday night. Saturday night. You can hear the whole glory details of that if you go to watch the Living in Las Vegas yesterday. We don't know what it's like because they charge a cover. I'm not paying a cover. And let me just stop right there. Because I was watching Living in Las Vegas, and they were talking about David doesn't like cover, and they were so right. I love them. Because we walked in, we left our pizza joint, we went into that place. We walked in, the guy goes, $5 to see Snake McGillicuddy on the Flamin' Blues guitar. And I'm like, later, we're out of here. We didn't, you know what? So here's my point, ladies and gentlemen, have a bar that you charge a cover to. I know you want to get Snake Plissken and his guitar, blah, blah, blah. Then you pay for him, assholes. Don't make me pay for him. How about that? You want to provide entertainment? You provide entertainment. Don't make me provide it. I don't need Snake McGillicuddy and his Flamin' Blues guitar. You want him. You pay for him. Don't make me pay for him. That's my point about cover charge with some dumb band. I want to go in and have a drink. You're going to charge me $5 to do that. No! You pay the guy. And that's all that bars are doing is just passing that losing on to you. They don't want to pay Snake McGillicuddy. They want us to pay for him.
Well, and isn't that wrong or illegal to deny somebody if it's a gaming in the bar?
Okay, that's a whole other thing. We could have pulled rank and said we could have been
bitches, but we don't want to.
Well, okay, you're right. Here's what could happen. They have video poker in there. You cannot charge me to play video poker. You cannot. That's illegal. That's so massively illegal. The only problem is if you play that card, you have to sit there and play video poker. And the second you stop, they can kick you out. So you could play that card. You can go, I want to play, which is what I said when I left. I go, I'm not going to pay to play video poker, thinking they might go, oh, well, then come on in. But the problem is you can go, because like Couch Vamps has video poker too, and they charge $22 sometimes to go see some old dumb rock band. And it's like, well, I don't want to pay $22 to see some old dumb old rock band, but you have to unless you're going to play. And because they could say, well, come on in and play. The second your 20's gone, they could take it.
And that would be 4 of us going in there doing that. So it's like.
But here's what happened to poor 702. It was Scott, Melissa, and you and I, right? The fun party bus, right? And we walk in, they wanted $5 a person to pay for Snake McGillicuddy, Flamin' Blues guitar dude. That's what he said, like whatever the guy's name was. And again, why don't you pay him and we'll just watch him? So they wanted $20, was five a piece, that's 4 of us, that's $20. So instead of going in there, we went to somewhere else and spent probably $250. If you think about it.
But that was a good time.
Oh, it was a great time. But that's what we did. We left somewhere else and probably collectively, I hate to say it, probably spent $200, $250. And we had other friends meet us too.
Yeah.
And probably spent a lot, So they wanted that, just because they had to pay that idiot to play guitar, they lost $250, $300 on us that night. Way to go. That's what I mean. That's what you lose on that. So we have no idea if 702 is cool. We have no idea. And you're never going to see me back there. Because say we wanted to go right now. Is there cover? Maybe. So I'm not going. Because maybe there is, maybe there isn't. But until they put a banner out front that says we never charge a cover, ever, come anytime you want, Dave, anytime, it's free, I'm not going to risk going in there. I'm not going to risk stopping the party train on a place that might charge.
That's true.
So sorry, 702.
Well, and we walked in for like a second before they denied us.
And they were friendly. He's like, oh, it's a $5 cover tonight to see Steak blah 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 on the blah blah blah. And I'm like, and I was like, sorry, and we just walked out.
But it didn't look any different to me.
No, it was empty. Like you wait.
Like it didn't look any different.
You don't want our $250? Sorry, we'll go spend that at Midtown and Champagne's where we had it blowing.
Oh, we had such a great time at Champagne.
One of the best times ever. We had
and it was packed. There was karaoke.
It was free to get in.
Free shots of Jameson. It was awesome.
I'm sure everybody had a really good time watching Blues old douchey play the blah 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 over in front for this, So that's like it didn't work. Sorry guys.
Snake Plissken.
Whatever.
Is that what happened to him?
Yeah. He escaped and now that's where he is.
He's hanging out in a 702.
So the other place they fixed is Blue Ox, but apparently that's not going to air. No, 702 is not going to air. Apparently they fixed it up. But that apparently, from what I hear on the underground, because there's no food there, so it wasn't as good of an episode for Bar Rescue. So they're not going to air the 702 one. Gypsy, which is the gayest bar in the whole wide world, and I'm saying that when we've been to Fun Hog Ranch, and we've been to Free Zone, and we've been to Buffalo, and Gypsy is gayer than all that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's not, but it's only a nightclub. So I don't know if that's going to air either, but apparently on Spike that one is. Because they said they're having a gay old time at the Gypsy, and that's one of the episodes.
Really? Do they have food there?
No, I don't know that's going to be a mystery to us when that one airs.
Interesting.
We got a chat question.
Real quick, a couple people want to know if you've been to Commonwealth yet, and specifically the laundry room inside Commonwealth.
No, it's so funny. We have not been downtown in,
probably a couple months.
We haven't even been downtown at all. Haven't even been.
Yeah, that's definitely high on my list.
Yeah.
Because there's a couple bars down there.
Someone got killed there.
That's nice.
No, really. They were open for a month, and someone got shot in the Commonwealth. Yeah, so way to go downtown. I know that they try down there, but there's nuts down there, man. That's not why we don't go. But someone did already get killed at the Commonwealth.
Well, people get killed all over the place. What do you do?
It's no reason not to go. It's just a reason to, keep your head. Anyway, so we did a bar that looks like it was rescued that we ended up going to instead. We walked to 7 to 2. You got to pay for the blues. So then we said, screw you, and we went over to Midtown, which is a brand new place right behind the studio. Dude, what? Oh, my. Okay, this place that used to be the Office Bar, which is like the most... The Office Bar was like the...
That was the Office Bar?
That was the Office Bar.
Oh, I was wondering, what the hell was this? Because it was so, skinny, so narrow and deep.
It's a great, tiny little location in
the okay,
ghetto.
Now it all makes sense.
That's the only problem that's right in front of the project. In fact, one of our favorite bars, Davy's Locker, is literally walking distance. So that's any indication what neighborhood this is in. And, behind it is the ghetto. Literally the projects. But this place is so nice, you can't even believe it. White walls, and they have embroidered seats.
It was really, really pretty,
nice.
Really elegant.
But it was so nice that we spent probably 30 minutes in there and left. That's how nice
had a couple rounds of drinks and moved along.
Yeah, it was too expensive. If I'm in the ghetto and you're charging me $7 for Jameson the day before St. Patrick's Day, nah, I got to go somewhere else because that's not a good. Sorry, guys. They apparently have pizza.
And they apparently do coffee in the morning. It's kind of like a breakfast place.
Because when I think the ghetto, I think cappuccino. Because they have
maybe they're trying to bring some class to the ghetto.
I think cappuccino in the ghetto. Because right in the front door, there's a cappuccino bar with all the flavored, those flavored things they put in the juices or whatever, all that. But
Italian.
Yeah, those things. Right there in the ghetto. I don't know who's going to be walking in here and wanting that in the morning, but...
I think you should go in the morning and try it out.
Yeah. No, nice place, though. A little pricey, so we didn't stay along too long. So we went around to the Champagnes, which we've talked about many a time. It used to be our after-show place, that and Davy's Locker. Packed, fun, great, cheap, and that's where we ended up spending all the money and having a great time because they were giving away shots, and you buy a shot, you get another shot, then you just look at them funny, and they give you another shot, and it was just like... Karaoke.
What the girls?
We had a little bit of an incident. When you're at a bar and there's an attractive girl, you go, whatever.
The Jameson girls. Oh my God.
But when you look at it, when you look over and there's three attractive girls, but they're
supermodel girls.
Yeah, they're beyond attractive. They're into that. What the hell? You got it. We as pros go, it's got to be either Coors Light girls or the Jameson. They're not here for free. They're being paid. They ended up being Jameson girls. But anyway, we had a great time, drank a lot, really prepped ourselves for St. Patrick's Day, had a kind of a pre-St. Patrick's Day party, and it was wonderful, wonderful. Champagnes is always great.
Ended up at Dispensary.
Oh, my God, I forgot about that. And we ate, didn't we?
Yeah, we had burgers.
Dang it.
Met up with Lindsay.
Oh, that's right. We saw the jazz. Michelle wasn't working, but there was the jazz at Dispensary.
And there was the guy. What's his name, Scott? Uli.
Oh.
Uli, the keyboard player.
Yeah,
he was there.
Yeah, we went and saw the jazz. We got a little culture after our. Oh man, we did spend some money that night. See, 702, you'd have got that whole thing, but
maybe
nope.
not.
Maybe not. Anyway, so. So yeah, it was quite an event. Then we went to McMullen's, which is everybody knows our favorite place, and spent St. Patrick's Day there.
And that's actually the first time that we spent when we kind of just got we spent the whole time
What?
I'm like, I don't want to say we got comped, but Darren, our friend, got us.
Well, they have a guest list, and we were on the guest list. We also know the owner and the managers and everybody else. I mean, we're not unknown to everybody there.
Right, but that's the first time we've actually spent.
We were always afraid. I was always afraid to go to a full-on Irish bar on St. Patrick's Day, figuring to be too crowded.
But it was really fun. They have a tent in the back, so you get in the front, and then they've got that whole shenanigans open in the back, and they've got tons of bands.
Don't be afraid of it. Go for it, man. It was great.
Don't be afraid.
So anyway, on to more important things. We had a great time. We had a great St. Patrick's Day weekend.
Was a wonderful weekend.
And it was even more special for me because I got to not be at work for a day. Speaking of work, we opened a pizzeria. And that's the rumor on the street is true. You and I opened a pizzeria called Wicked Pizza. It's in Chinatown. Mm-hmm. It's X3550 Decatur, right there in the middle of Chinatown. It's actually inside a bar.
Oh, there's the menu.
There's the menu. It's the updated menu, with the garlic knots on it and not the anyway. I've been working on that for days. We were inside the Underworld, which we reviewed before. It's like a horror-themed nightclub bar right there in the middle of Chinatown. One of the few non-Chinese kind of places in Chinatown. Mm-hmm. And we took over the kitchen, and on the 30th, we officially launched with the pizza we're going to stand by. And we're still kind of developing everything right now, and it's going really well. And so we're going to spend more time in a bar if that's possible, but this time making pizzas in the kitchen and sliders. And that happens a lot in Vegas. That's a very common thing where a bar, the licensing here, you have to have food with a lot of the licenses here. If you're serving alcohol, you have to have food available. So places, like for instance, we're going to go through a few of these right now. I might as well go right now. One of our favorite places is, you always hear us talk about Moondoggies. But Moondoggies doesn't sell pizza. We always say it wrong. We go, let's go to Moondoggies for pizza. Moondoggies has never sold a piece of pizza ever. Naked City Pizza is inside Moondoggies' bar.
Yeah, it's the business inside the bar.
Right, and that's kind of, we're doing the same thing. We're Wicked Pizza inside of the Underworld. And it's the same kind of thing. If you go to Putters around town, they have Angelina's Pizza inside Putters. It's a very common thing. A Badger Cafe inside Rum Runner, which we do a lot. So we have a separate restaurant business. It's kind of a pain for a lot of people because they're not used to it. You get two checks, and that's just how Moondoggies is, Putters is. They're all that way because the food comes from that kitchen and the drinks come from the bar. And it's a licensing thing.
Yeah, it was a little confusing to me when we first moved to Vegas. Like, why are you giving me two different checks?
Right.
I don't get it, but now
we understand why.
It makes sense.
Yeah, and it's a benefit for you as the customer and for them because when you go to Moondoggies and you get Naked City Pizza, you get the pizza that's really good because Naked City cares about making pizza. Moondoggies can give a crap about making pizza. They're running a bar, so you get really good stuff that way. Badger Cafe makes a great hamburger.
And some great tacos.
And great tacos because they're the little place inside of Rum Runner over on Tropicana. So it's a benefit to everybody. So we own Wicked, and
grand opening on March 30th.
Yes, we were gonna do
April 1st,
but no one would believe it.
You're like, what are David and Alicia doing?
Right. So anyway, we thought we'd go through some of our pizzas, like just kind of revamp some of our pizza places in town that we really like. We're talking about Moondoggies. Moondoggies, now that we're like pizza aficionados or pizza fishing in auto, we can look at these pizzas and what made them great and what makes them, why do we like them so much. Moondoggies is a thicker pizza,
really cheesy.
Really cheesy with little tiny pepperonis. And I like that. They float like on a cloud of cheese. It's very...
And they curl.
Yeah, when we know the science of why they curl.
Yes.
So Moondoggies, great pizza. We've talked about that for years. It's one of our spots. We used to go every Sunday. Now the thought of more pizza, probably won't go there very much anymore. But just because I've had enough pizza. Very famous. It's called Those Guys Pizza, but it's called what most people know it as Secret Pizza at the Cosmopolitan. Now that's New York style pizza. You get it by the slice. It's been made 2 hours ago. They throw it in.
It's a real greasy, thin crust.
Yeah, they
big slices. I still love that's one of my favorites in town. It's very good.
It is good. It's cheap, unbelievably cheap. We'd get a PBR and a slice for $5. Really,
which isn't bad in a casino.
In a casino,
that's unheard
crazy.
of.
Yeah, that's really good. That's one of the big ones. Locals know Metro Pizza as like the pizza place. There's only about 4 of them or 5 of them in town. The only one that you need to know about for sure is the one that's in Ellis Island, which is one of our favorite places, right behind Bally's, right there off the Strip. And Ellis Island is just fantastic.
Oh, and yeah, if you're coming in from out of town and you haven't been to Ellis Island, go. Just get a cab down there. It's really fun. Karaoke, cheap drinks, and great pizza.
Yeah, they brew their own beer, so all the beers are $2. They're for the big pint, not even the pint. Ooh, that's where we should go after this. Now that
we could.
So we're still planning our night out. What's that?
Yeah, they've got growlers too.
Oh, you get the growler, the big jug of beer. The drinks are cheap. I think the well drinks are like $4 or $5. I mean, they're a really awesome place, right behind Bally's.
And pretty good gambling too.
Oh yeah, right. It's part of what we call the Devil's Triangle that we invented, which is Stage Door, Bally's, Margarita. Tequila Bar and Ellis Island. That's the Devil's Triangle, and those are all cheap.
Cheap fun.
Cheap fun and good. So the Metro Pizza is in there, and you can walk over, get a slice, bring it right into the bar. I think Sundays is 2-for-1 pizza day. They're really good. They're kind of your typical better than chain, not super gourmet, but just really good pizza.
Really tastes like what you expect out of pizza.
When you think pizza, that's what it is. Yeah, juicy and
very good.
Grimaldi's, who has grown leaps and bounds, man. We talked about that place we used to go before we even lived here. We'd stop at the only Grimaldi's in town, which is way up on Eastern and Henderson. Now they're open in the mall, the fashion show mall right here. Kitty corner from that, Palazzo has a Grimaldi's now.
Which drives me crazy whenever you're walking through and you smell that pizza.
It's so good. Now, they're a different kind of pizza. They are a more traditional Napoleon style, 900-degree coal oven, because we don't have those kind of legal things. You can't use coal here. You can use coal. So that thing is like 1,200 degrees, that oven. It gets that black burnt
bubbly crust.
Oh my God, that's probably was the best pizza I'd ever had outside of New York. Like Lombardi's or somewhere like that. Yeah. Until we tried Duforni, which Frank didn't like. I don't want to reach through the screen and strangle his ass. Because how did you not like that? Oh,
I wonder which one he had. We need to talk to him.
Oh, yeah, no. Next time we see him, Frank, you're on our shit list.
You're on our pizza list.
Oh man, the Duforni is way out in the middle of I don't even know where that is. Somewhere in the middle of.
And it's pretty pricey too.
It's pricey because we were like, oh my God, that's good. Let's get another one. So we actually ate 2 pizzas.
Yeah, but it was worth it.
Yeah, and they have crazy beers.
I'm glad they're far though, because that means we won't drive out there very often.
But you know how good they are? We've been there once. Isn't that kind of funny? That's how good they are.
They're really good.
We've been there one time in our lives. We got a chat room question.
What's the hours for Wicked Pizza?
We are right now. We're just kind of open at night, but it's starting on the 30th.
Well, what time is it open right now?
10 a.m. Well, once we open on the 30th, as of next Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 or 5 a.m.
Till closing.
It's really almost a 24-hour joint. It's just we close for a couple hours just to clean up the stuff at the bar and get back to work. So unless you're going there for breakfast, we're open. It's 10 a.m. to 5 a.m.
Officially on the 30th.
Starting on the 30th. Right now we're open
5
to
5 p.m.
5 to 5 basically. Just at night. So Duforni, amazing. The gourmet, we got prosciutto with the black truffle and it's really amazing. Yeah, we spent $80 on 2 pizzas and 2 beers, or 4 beers and 2 pizzas.
Yeah.
Wasn't cheap.
Kind of splurged, but it was. I think it was worth it.
So splurgy.
I'm glad they're far.
Yeah, it's way far. Like I said, if you're not from Vegas, you don't even know what I'm saying. But it's like, well, actually, Wet n Wild is going in out there though. So it's not that far anymore because Wet n Wild's bringing the whole town together, people.
Oh yeah.
So it's out that way. Out
when
west.
is that opening?
Couple
weeks.
Yeah, something.
Oh yes. Good.
We have another chat room.
Yeah, Airport Limbo wants to know: is there a pub crawl pizza?
Oh, there should be. Why is there not?
Well, there's not yet.
There's the Angry Tiki. There's the Angel, which is a vegan pizza.
Can you believe that?
We made a vegan pizza. Can you believe we did a vegan pizza? We even ate it.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. There should be a pub crawl.
Yes,
pizza.
there should be.
I don't know, it would be nachos on it for sure.
Like mini nachos on the
top. Well, think about that. The other pizza that came to light recently was our friend Wendy. Funny enough, this is what a circular episode.
We met Wendy at Bikini Bar.
Bikini Bar, which was $6, which is now
702.
702. She's now the bartender over at Aces and Ales. Talk about it in the middle of nowhere, too. That's way east. Not as far as Duforney is.
But even when we say way east, it's really not that far.
I know, we're so spoiled now. It's like, oh, it's 8 miles off the strip.
Nothing's far.
Yeah, it's 8 miles. So, now they're known for their...
Eddie Spaghetti.
Well, no, they're known for like their cheesesteaks or something that we didn't get. I don't know what. No, they're mac and cheese.
They've got
they have a bunch of mac and cheeses. We did a review of it. We took Portland Dave with us. We went out there and we had a great time. But then we went, when she started working there, we went back there.
She's there on Thursdays, I think.
Yeah. And Wendy's great. And she said, oh, you got to try the Eddie Spaghetti. What is that, pray tell? Oh, that's spaghetti on a pizza. Now, usually, because we're kind of purists with pizza, and that's something you should know when we're talking about our pizza. We're purists. We like pepperoni pizza or sausage pizza.
Except for the vegan pizza.
Yeah, but other than that, we do thin crust, saucy, cheesy, just a.
Oh, and our dough.
Flown in from Boston.
It's Boston dough.
Flown in from Boston. So
good.
Doughs. Anyway, so we're kind of purists. So something like spaghetti on a pizza. The next two places I'm going to mention have these kind of...
It seems so sticky. Like,
it does.
What? Spaghetti on pizza?
But you know what? It was unbelievable.
So good. And it's one of those things that's better the next day if you have leftovers because this thing is like the size of... It's humongous. And it's more of a deep
it's probably
dish.
like a 16-inch pizza. Now, they're triple what we are.
Because you got to have a pretty thick crust to support like a 5 pounds of spaghetti or whatever they put on
what
there.
I can't describe what happens with this pizza is because they put... Not a huge order of spaghetti on, but they put an order of spaghetti on, then they put cheese on top. Now, what happens is they throw that
and pepperoni.
Yeah, they throw it in a pizza oven. Those top pieces of pepperoni are crisp, burnt, like crispy. Those are the best pieces. They're all it's really good.
Some kind of magic happens to that.
Yeah, and
really
you're right.
Tasty.
The next when we had leftovers. I'm not afraid to say, with my hand, I just pulled the top off cold out of the refrigerator.
Was that like in the middle of the night when I was sleeping?
No, it was like noon the next day. Like it was just, that is the best next day pizza there has ever been. What we didn't put on the list is Bootlegger, which we love to death.
Oh, the seafood pizza?
Well, Bootlegger, if you don't know, if you're watching this network, you should know.
Bootlegger Bistro.
Because Kelly... Clinton is there every Monday night. It's an Italian place right on the strip. Great place. And they have great pizza, too. They inspired us to do garlic knots. They have a seafood pizza that if you're kind of like a not meat eater, which...
Oh.
And it's good.
Or if you're a seafood lover.
Here's the problem with that pizza, though. It's good. The next day... You don't want it anywhere even close to you.
I've done leftovers, but I didn't really enjoy it quite as much.
You open the fridge and it's like a whorehouse in there. It's bad news. Like because there's calamari, like there's things. It looks like a Klingon pizza. There's like tentacles.
The others like worms and everything.
Worms and stuff. There's gach on there. When you eat it. Initially, it's good. Next day, that is by far the worst leftover pizza.
Trying to rewarm calamari on pizza, it just turned into like complete rubber. It's like
yeah, you can't. So anyway, but on the other hand,
fresh
spaghetti pizza the next day. You know what? I'd put that in the fridge for a week, and it would just get better by the day. Speaking of that, of sticky pizzas on the Strip, Planet Hollywood, which does have D'Amore. But also, which is funny, they're more of a kind of a traditional pie. But right out front at the PBR Rock Bar, owned by Balboa Pizza, which is over by the District and Green Valley Ranch, same owners, also Rock House now at Palazzo.
Right.
PBR Rock Bar has pizza now. And it's awesome! It is the same pizza they serve at Balboa Pizza, which at the District of Green Valley.
Is that one called, we got the taco?
The tostada pizza.
Yeah, tostada pizza.
It's awesome. It's lettuce, cheese, black olives, tomatoes.
Black beans, I think.
Ground beef. I don't know if there's
some beans on there.
I don't think there's beans on there.
There's beans on there. I was surprised you ordered it.
I'm not a bean eater. But anyway, it's amazing. Total sticky pizza. Amazing. They also have a buffalo chicken pizza that's amazing. Their pizzas, if you're on the Strip and you want kind of a unique pie, PBR Rock Bar is Really good.
Yeah, very good pizza.
We have another chat room.
Oh, chat room.
Yep, Sam had an idea that the pub crawl pizza be off the menu. Only people in the know.
You order the pub crawl.
What should be on this pizza?
Oh.
What do you guys think?
Pepperoni sausage, which is really original. Sorry.
No, I don't know. We'll have to think about that.
I know. Cocktail onions.
And green olives. Green olives, though, is not a bad idea. I like green olives.
Oh, yeah,
on
green
pizza.
olives. It could be like a martini pizza.
Yeah, I'm out.
No? Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to think about that. But yeah, so those are some of the better pizza places in town. You know, but PBR Rock, if on the Strip, PBR Rock Bar, Secret Pizza, which are literally across the street from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Those are about the best. There's a new place in MGM called Pizza Spot or something that's supposed to be good, but I think it's down with the arcade. I have no idea if it's good or not. Pizza on the Strip's a little hard to find. Grimaldi's is going to kick everybody's butt, hands down.
And that place, well, both locations now on the Strip are always packed.
They are. And they're great.
Doing a good business.
Yeah. So, and we understand, like I said, owning a pizza place, we understand it's all about ingredients. It's the subtleties. Get the right dough, get the right sauce, get the right cheese, and you're good to go. So, anyway, that was a lot of adventuring.
It was.
Let's take a short one and come back with some Hey Bartender.
Let's do it.
Traditional media believes that after about 3 minutes, you'll tune out. Most Vegas media companies think if it doesn't jiggle, you won't tune in. At the Vegas Video Network, we think both are wrong. The Vegas Video Network is the first and only live online broadcast network that specializes in insider news and expert views about Vegas. We combine great storytelling with the ability to watch when and where you want on your computer, mobile device, or television. Discover the real Las Vegas. Visit VegasVideoNetwork.com.
And we're back.
All right.
I've got
Hey Bartender is where we hear from you because we've been talking enough.
Oh yeah, it's time to hear. So we've got one from Jeff from Eugene, Oregon. Hey, David and Alicia, love your show. Look forward to it every 2 weeks.
Yes, he knows the schedule.
He
Way
does.
to go, Jeff.
Yes. We come to Vegas 2 to 3 times per year, so it's fun to get a local's perspective. We were just at Paris February 15th through 18th. It seems to be our to-go place to stay now. You had mentioned Le Burger Brasserie, and you hadn't tried it. We love it. The lamb burger is to die for. We seem to make our way out there every visit. Also, a shout out to Bally's Steakhouse. We had a great post-Valentine's meal there. Spendy, but worth it.
Really? How do you say it?
Burger Brasserie.
Brasserie, what does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
Brasserie? I don't know. I'm not French.
But didn't you
I just pretend to be French.
Didn't you take French for like 8 years?
They must have taught that in year 5. That took 4 years. I don't know.
Oh, we got a chat room question.
What does brasserie mean?
No, Doug in LV wants to know, did you ever find rat, and did Chris Phillips ever fess up?
Oh. You know what? We think
We can't even really talk about that.
I know, but we did find rat, and he will make a recovery, but we did find him, and it's a long story, and he should be embarrassed.
He should be. Highly embarrassed.
Right, so.
Oh, and Jeff also, keep up the good work, and we'll keep an eye out for you when we visit again in July.
Oh, wow.
Hope to see you. Write us.
No, we did a show last 2 weeks ago. The show was on Paris. It's still one of my favorite places. I agree completely. We haven't tried Burger Brasserie. Lamb burger. I'll try that too. Their happy hour is supposed to be amazing.
Yes, but we always get stuck in the triangle.
I know, because we're at Bally's. I know, we're right next door. In fact, we should go to the triangle right now.
Oh, okay. We should go there and ask what brasserie means.
No, we should just go to the triangle.
Then we'll keep going.
So, anyway.
Jinx. Go on.
If you'd like to get hold of us, we are at pubcrawl at VegasVideoNetwork.com. That's pubcrawl at VegasVideoNetwork.com. If you have a Roku, you'll know because Vegas Video Network owns the Roku.
That's so cool.
No, if you even buy a Roku, you plug it in, it's just Vegas Video Network. That's all it is. Like that, like HBO Go. That's it. That's all you get on that thing.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. We can watch Game of Thrones and Pub Crawl.
Starting March 31st. Season 3.
This episode brought to you by HBO.
And Game of Thrones.
On Twitter, we are Trek Vegas because we also like Star Trek. And Vegas Video Network is also on there. What else we got? Oh, Twitter. No, we don't know. iTunes, audio and video. YouTube, just video. I think that's it.
That's it.
Until next time, we do urge you to drink responsibly, which we are doing. Now we're going to go eat something because I haven't eaten enough in the last 3 days. And remember, we may leave stuff out, which we left a lot out, especially most of St. Patrick's Day. Just to say green mustaches and
creamy toppings.
Oh!
Frothy toppings. Thanks to live studio audience.
Hey!
Thanks to live chat room.
Live chat room.
Thank you.
Anyway, remember we do leave stuff out, like creamy toppings, but we do not make stuff up until 2 weeks from now.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Frothy.